Hi everyone, I'm Donna Downey here for Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft, and today I'm going to show you a technique for using the texture card. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take a regular canvas and I'm going to coat the background with a layer of gesso. It's not that it needs gesso, but I want to add a little bit more texture. So the gesso and a palette knife will give me a nice easy way to add a subtle nuance of texture to the background. And I'm a little heavy-handed with it, so go ahead and go all in. I've got my canvas dry with that layer of gesso on it. And you can see I've even added more texture because I put a little fingerprint in it, so it's a bonus. Nothing's a creative mistake, just a total possibility. So I'm going to use that in my art. And I'm going to take the chalkboard paint, paint it onto the side, and use the texture card to remove it to create stripes. So while this layer of paint is wet, I'm going to take the card and I'm going to use it to scrape away to create stripes along the side. Just making sure to clean it each time so I'm not repainting an area. And put a little pressure on it, don't be afraid. And it's a really easy way. If you were trying to paint these stripes on here, it would take you forever. So it's a fun way just to add a nice little bit of texture. So I'm going to go one step further. I've got my nice stripes on the side, but now I want to create circles. Part of my love of art, I always incorporate some kind of stripe or script or circle. So I'm just going to take a round brush here, just going to get it so that I can make some really abstract circles. So make any shape you want, be free. And again, this chalkboard paint has this beautiful matte consistency, so use that to your advantage here. So my chalkboard paint is dry, and now I'm going to take it from kind of flat to wow, and I'm going to add shadowing using the Stampers' Big Brush pens. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to color inside of these circles, and there's a couple different ways you can do it, whichever way you feel comfortable. I'm just going to turn this so I can work on this. So we're working on a gessoed surface. That means it's not porous. So we get just a small window of wiggle room using this permanent ink. So I'm gonna have to work a little bit fast. So I'm just gonna show you the first way you can go into doing this. You can kind of shade a little bit and then just take your finger and blend as you're going along. But again, you have to work a little bit quick because it's gonna dry permanent. The other thing you can do is you could take a little water to it after you've done that and then try to pull it out. The other thing is you can actually paint it right into the water and almost create this beautiful watercolor effect as you're going around. I will say the safest way to do this is probably to have a little bit of water down and start blending it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this, I'm going to shade. If you want to mix up the colors, feel free. All right. I've got my color in place, it's nice and grungy, and I love the effects of using the blendable color on there. So if you're looking for adding a little pop of spice, black, that chalkboard is usually the thing that makes your colors look dynamic. So by starting with that as a base, I'm able to pop all the color I want into this. So take all the colors you want and have fun.